Fresh meat. Fresh meat. Fresh meat.
Gacha life is the worst, children.
You know that quote people when they state children are the future?
I would be doing the Tide Pod challenge.
I love children.
This isn't without its reasons. They are the next generation to do whatever it is they will do on this planet. So it's important that they are influenced to make the right decisions in the upcoming decades. But in some aspects, I feel like people have been going backwards on this motive. Which brings us to today's. So it's important that they are influenced to make the right decisions in the upcoming decades. But in some aspects, I feel like people have been going backwards on this motive. Which brings us to today's subject, Gacha life. Gacha life. Without a doubt, is the worst game designed for children by a long shot, and nothing really comes close. It's a fantastic example of what a fandom can end up doing to your title. It is a terrible game, whether if it's the gameplay, its community, the purpose of it, and good god, the fandom.
Gacha life. Gacha life.
Now, in case it wasn't obvious enough, this video is going to contain some nasties that lie underneath this game for minors. We'll be diving into topics such as gambling, fandoms, Gore, and whatever this is. With all the memes that I'll be putting in this video aside, this is going to be a very serious video diving into very serious topics. So if you're sensitive to that, I highly recommend clicking off the video. Right, are all the people that clicked off gone? Alright, good. Okay. Let's get into this. Now, before we even dissect the community and explore the various topics of eating, what in the hell even is this game? Well, at its absolute core, it's a game about customizing characters and playing/using them to create your own story. A roleplay, essentially. There are, of course, other ways to play this game as well, but this is typically the main reason people use it. Alright, so, what's the problem? Okay, well, first things first, what on earth is this menu? Why are there so many buttons? Who is this? What is that? The navigation in this game from menu to menu is just horrible. I know a lot of modern game titles also have this issue with just overly complex menus and settings, but this game was designed for minors. So do you think a more simplified layout would help them learn about the game more smoothly? But I guess not. Once you get past the menu though, it has a lot of features you'd expect from a kid's game. A collection of short, simple minigames, the role-playing feature, and a sanitized kid-friendly theme revolving around most characters. Most characters.
Hamburger.
Actually, wait, no. Not even the game gets all that right. Because this game wouldn't be a proper children's title without loot boxes, yep, as if this was somehow not illegal. Gacha Life has its own gambling system for children to spend all their lovely parents' money on. Basically, Gacha Life uses gems as their online currency, and you actually start out with a decent chunk of these gems when you first begin the game. So what can you use these for? You can use them for talking to people. One of the ways you can play this game is by hitting the life category, where you can explore worlds of gacha characters to your heart's content. But, wait a minute.
Something ain't right.
In order to engage in basic communication with these guys, you need gems as a mean of stamina. There you can level up with your XP. But once you're out of stamina, well, you have two options. You can either grind for the rest of the day to get back your gems, or you can go to the wonderful shop, where you can buy up to $20 worth of gacha gems. Wow. Despite the clearly spawning a wave of
Life is the worst, children.
and predatory? I don't think. So we're now at the part of the video where we're stepping out of the gameplay itself. So we're now at the part of the video where we're stepping out of the gameplay itself, and more of into the people that play Gacha Life. So the fan base of Gacha Life is a bit, strange, and obsessive, and predatory. I don't think I've ever seen a fandom more ravenous than Gacha Life. It is truly all the bad parts of a fandom into one, and that's it. Children, weird OCs, fanships,
You're the most intelligent.
sexual fantasies, and old men. Yeah, old men. If there's a children's game, there's gonna be someone much older preying on these children. And to be honest, I don't even think that's the worst part if you believe me. Easily the worst part about the fandom is just how accessible it is. Now you might be watching this and thinking to yourself, Mr. Sournail, you are cherry-picking these examples and the fandom is not that bad. Okay, fair enough. It's not all about fantasies. 1% of the time. Typically with any game, you have to search quite hard in order to find the most insane people of a fandom. Here, all I have to do is search Gacha Life, and this is my first result. The moment you look up Gacha Life, you are already in the fandom. So what exactly is the content of most Gacha Life videos? Well, the first thing you'll probably see are stolen TikTok compilations with extremely predatory thumbnails. Content which is never actually seen in the video. Most of the content inside, you'll get weird kissing scenes, love stories, guns, and... oh, and of course, there's the occasional just painfully unfunny joke.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Typically, a lot of this content will fall under this category called memes. No, not the comedic memes. It's called animation memes, and it typically has characters either bob their head up and down to random music, or have themselves be put in some pretty dark settings. Or both. Actually, tell you what, you know what those eyes remind me of? Hang on, wait. Give me a second. I mean, can you even spot the difference? And easily the weirdest part about this content is that it's extremely popular. There is a demand and market for this kind of stuff. For reference, my most popular video I've made is the Teletubbies Broken Masterpiece one, ranking in at around 2 million views. A 44-minute video that took me 3 months to complete, on an editing software that wasn't even designed for those kind of videos, on a 64GB iPad, while also not being monetized at the time, making it purely for fun. And even when the video was done, after all that chaos editing it, it would take me another 10 months for it to just get 10,000 views, before it finally popped off in March of 2022. This YouTuber here makes a 16-minute Gacha Life video, and in the span of 3 years, gets 37 million views. And what exactly is the content? So yeah, my channel is screwed. I can't compete with these numbers. Oh, and let's go back to those TikTok compilations. Yeah, TikTok. If you thought some of the gacha content on YouTube